Hi, I am James Bonsall, and I am running to be the next treasurer at the City of Norwood. My wife Brittany, my son, and I live on Spencer Avenue. I have an MBA with a concentration in finance from Xavier University. I've served on City Council for the past 6 years. I served as the chair of the city's finance committee. I work in compliance for a Fortune 50 company, and I own multiple small businesses. My first year on council was in 2016, the same year the state finally declared the city was in a state of fiscal emergency, after Norwood set the record for the longest time ever in fiscal watch. The city had to pass a financial recovery plan the next year that detailed the budget levels over a 5-year period that would get us out of fiscal emergency. When the first plan came out, I voted no on that plan because it did not make enough cuts to realistically set the city up for success in the long term. The next year, I was selected to be the chair of the finance committee, and we worked with the financial supervisors to put a plan together that actually provided for realistic spending numbers that would keep the city financially sustainable in the good times and the bad. Thanks to that plan and other work to secure over $400,000 in grant funding that might have been lost to another community, we ended my term as finance chair with $4.6 million in the bank in our general fund, and that's from a balance of negative $1.1 million when I took over. That's over a $5 million swing in that 2-year period in the city's financial situation. Another item we made progress on was infrastructure. When I started as finance chair, we were spending most of the $600,000 a year in gas tax funds we received on important things, but they were salaries for public works employees that worked on streets, parks, and the water department. We spent it on road salt, and we spent it on our streetlight bill from Duke. But we spent very little of that on actual street repaving. That was changed in the 2018 Financial Recovery Plan, where almost all of our street fund dollars were allocated to street repaving. If elected treasurer, my number one priority will always be confidentiality of taxpayer records. No matter what happens, the protection of our data will be our North Star. I will also support getting city financial data on ohiocheckbook.com. While the city auditor will have the most work in making that happen, my office will do whatever needs to be done to provide the transparency that ohiocheckbook.com will add. I will also do a full evaluation of our current tax filings and aggressively pursue any business either not filing their city taxes or in some way cheating on it. While this may not excite every business owner in the city, it's the right thing to do, and we will make it happen. I will also analyze technology and processes to ensure we are operating at maximum efficiency. We will learn from other nearby communities on best practices and implement those here. We will also outreach to new residents to ensure they know of their responsibility to file municipal earnings taxes. In addition, we will look into the feasibility of implementing an e-file system. And for those who mail their taxes, we'll do everything in our power to ensure the checks you write are deposited as soon as feasible. Finally, we'll evaluate our current banking relationship and look into changing banks if it can provide the city better services and/or lower fees. With many employees in Norwood now working elsewhere from home, the city is going to see a shift in earnings tax going into the future. We're going to need a leader who understands our city finances, who knows the businesses in our community, and who has a proven track record of delivering results for Norwood. I also ask that you consider the other candidates on our team. Alexis Royce is running for Ward 1 City Council, Candace Winterbauer is running in Ward 2, and Eric Thompson is running in Ward 3. Susan Hoover and Emily Franzen are running for council at large. I can unequivocally say that I believe the team members I am running with are very well qualified and will bring back a spirit of civility to council chambers. With that, I ask for your vote and encourage you to vote early at the Board of Elections right here in Norwood. Thank you.